Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold and tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
He blocks that jab. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice defense on that left uppercut. Can't score with that right uppercut. There's a counter shot. Got out of the way of that right hook. Didn't land that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
It's absolutely okay. Now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Good work out there.
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it. Let's go out there.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man, good man. Just same again. Don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. You were thinking, you were smart.
And now you've let him get back into it. Now it's a tougher fight.
Good work, that's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back.
In the first minute, stick him on the end of the jab and then start gathering your pace.
Great work. I love that. I love that jab slip.
I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind.
And there's the bell for round three. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. You'd like to see more jabs. Can Arturo Gatti survive this storm? How did they not go down?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That big hook doesn't land. Can't land that jab. Perfect counter shot. Good defense there to stop that hook. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk talk about Garcia in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Fight that round, that's his round, and he's
Great work, great work. I love that. I love that. Jab slick.
get your focus back, get that jab.
Back at it in round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here. Nice counter shot. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well done with that counter shot. Just missed with that hook. And the kid goes down. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really continue.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
That hook was off target. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
You're much better than this guy.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head free.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking, because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Swing and a miss with that hook. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Garcia. On to the 6th round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That jab doesn't score. The perfect counter lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Jab misses. Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
His stamina is off the charts. The straight right just misses. Counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter shot. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this...
Round 7, here we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good defense stopping that jab. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice defense on that jab. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Garcia in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything.
Hey, what are you doing? Come on.
There's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
How about that time counter shot? Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? They got out of the way of that right hook. Good counter punch. That uppercut misses. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
That uppercut doesn't land. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are